There are temptations so sweet they're hard to resist, aren't there? Like the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden or the mysterious Pandora's box, we're always compelled by things that are not supposed to, not allowed. But is curiosity, the desire to explore, always a sin? Or is it sometimes precisely by opening the box that we find the only path to maturity and discovering our hidden potential? The story of Pandora and her box isn't just a warning about curiosity. It's also a profound lesson about the power of temptation and the life-shaping decisions we make. Let's explore a new perspective on this story together. Pandora's box, a retelling of the original myth. In the annals of Greek mythology, a tapestry woven with gods and mortals, heroes and monsters, there exists a tale that resonates through the ages, a cautionary narrative whispered across generations. The story of Pandora's box. This myth, steeped in symbolism and laden with profound implications, is not merely a simple children's story. It is a complex allegory exploring the nature of curiosity, the burden of consequences, and the enduring presence of hope amidst despair. To truly appreciate the depth of this ancient narrative, we must delve into its origins, tracing the threads of fate that led to the creation of Pandora and the fateful opening of the box. Our story begins with Prometheus, a titan renowned for his cunning intellect and his unwavering love for humanity. Witnessing the plight of mortals, shivering in the cold and living in darkness, Prometheus dared to defy the will of Zeus, the king of the gods, and steal fire from the heavens. This act of defiance, born from compassion and a desire to elevate humankind, ignited the spark of civilization, granting mortals warmth, light, and the ability to forge tools and progress. However, such an act of rebellion against the Olympian order could not go unpunished. Zeus, consumed by wrath and a desire to reassert his authority, devised a cunning and multifaceted retribution, not only for Prometheus, but also for the entirety of humankind he sought to uplift. Zeus's vengeance was not to be a simple act of brute force. Instead, he chose a more insidious and enduring form of punishment, one that would subtly corrupt the very essence of human existence. He summoned Hephaestus, the divine smith, the god of fire and forge, renowned for his unparalleled craftsmanship. With a stern command, Zeus instructed Hephaestus to mold a creature of breathtaking beauty from clay and water, a being that would captivate the senses and embody the very essence of allure. Hephaestus, skilled in his divine artistry, meticulously crafted a woman of exquisite form, a masterpiece of divine creation. But beauty alone was not enough for Zeus's intricate scheme. He sought to imbue this creation with a potent mix of qualities, both alluring and treacherous. He then called upon the other Olympian gods, each tasked with bestowing a unique gift upon this newly formed woman. Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, graced her with irresistible charm and captivating allure, a beauty that could ensnare the hearts of men. Hermes, the messenger god, known for his cunning and eloquence, gifted her with persuasive speech and a deceptive nature, the ability to weave words that could both charm and mislead. Athene, the goddess of wisdom and warfare, bestowed upon her skill in crafts and a subtle cunning, a deceptive intelligence that could mask her true intentions. Apollo, the god of music, poetry, and light, granted her musical talent and a captivating grace. Thus, Pandora was born, her name itself a testament to her nature, Pandora, meaning all-gifted, or giver of all. She was a creation of divine artistry, a being of unparalleled beauty and captivating charm, yet imbued with a complex and potentially dangerous mix of qualities. She was, in essence, a living embodiment of Zeus's wrath, a beautiful vessel designed to carry and deliver his punishment to humanity. With Pandora complete, Zeus turned his attention to another crucial element of his plan, the vessel that would carry his retribution. He presented Pandora with a magnificent jar, often referred to in later interpretations as a box, crafted from the finest materials and adorned with intricate carvings. This jar, however, was not a gift of joy or prosperity. It was a vessel brimming with untold miseries, a Pandora's box in the truest sense of the word. Within this jar, Zeus had carefully sealed all the evils and afflictions that had been absent from the world until then. Diseases of every kind, suffering in all its forms, old age with its debilitating weakness, envy that gnawed at the soul, deceit that shattered trust, and hatred that fueled endless conflict. All these and countless other woes were confined within the jar's sealed walls. Zeus then presented Pandora to Epimetheus, Prometheus's brother, as a gift. Epimetheus, whose name ironically meant afterthought, was known for his lack of foresight and impulsive nature, a stark contrast to his brother's prudent wisdom. Despite Prometheus's explicit warning never to accept any gifts from Zeus, Epimetheus, captivated by Pandora's unparalleled beauty and charm, readily accepted her as his wife. He was blinded by her allure, unable to perceive the potential danger she represented, a testament to the effectiveness of Zeus's carefully crafted trap. Along with Pandora, Zeus entrusted Epimetheus with the ornate jar, reiterating the stern warning. Under no circumstances was it to be opened. The gods departed, leaving Pandora and Epimetheus in their newfound union, with the mysterious jar standing as a silent, enigmatic presence in their home. Initially, life with Pandora was idyllic for Epimetheus. Her beauty was captivating, her charm irresistible, and her company delightful. Yet, Pandora's very nature, imbued with curiosity by Hermes, began to stir within her. The sealed jar, placed prominently in their dwelling, became an object of intense fascination. Its intricate carvings hinted at secrets untold. Its sealed lid whispered promises of hidden wonders. The more Pandora observed the jar, the more her curiosity grew, fueled by the divine gift of inquisitiveness that coursed through her veins. Zeus, in his divine wisdom, had anticipated this very outcome. He knew that Pandora's inherent curiosity, a trait he himself had bestowed upon her, would be her undoing, and consequently, the undoing of humanity. The forbidden nature of the jar, coupled with its alluring mystery, created an irresistible temptation, a siren song that Pandora, in her human fallibility, would find impossible to ignore. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The jar remained sealed, a constant source of intrigue for Pandora. The warnings of Zeus and Epimetheus echoed in her mind, yet the whispers of curiosity grew louder, more insistent, and more seductive. She would often find herself gazing at the jar, tracing its carvings with her fingers, imagining the secrets it held within. What wonders, what marvels, what untold knowledge could be contained within such a magnificent vessel? Or, perhaps, her mind would wander to darker possibilities, fueled by the very prohibition placed upon her. Was it truly filled with horrors, as she had been warned? Or was it merely a test, a divine prank designed to torment her with unanswered questions? The internal conflict raged within Pandora. Reason and caution battled against the relentless tide of curiosity. She knew the warnings were serious, that opening the jar was forbidden, yet the desire to know, to understand, to unravel the mystery became an unbearable burden. Like a moth drawn to a flame, Pandora found herself increasingly drawn to the jar, her will weakening with each passing day. Finally, the day arrived when Pandora's resolve crumbled. Perhaps it was a moment of weakness, a lapse in judgment, or simply the culmination of weeks of internal struggle. Whatever the precise trigger, Pandora could no longer resist the siren call of the forbidden jar. Seizing a moment when Epimetheus was absent, she approached the jar with trembling hands and a heart pounding with anticipation and trepidation. With a deep breath and a final, fleeting moment of hesitation, Pandora lifted the heavy lid of the jar. In that instant, the carefully contained forces of chaos were unleashed upon the world. It was not a gentle release, but an explosive eruption. A dark cloud billowed forth from the jar, swirling and expanding, carrying with it a cacophony of whispers, moans, and cries. From the depths of the jar, a torrent of evils poured forth, flooding the world like a dark tide. Diseases once unknown to humankind spread like wildfire, afflicting mortals with pain, suffering, and premature death. Suffering in all its forms, physical, emotional, and mental, became an inescapable part of human existence. Old age, with its gradual decay and weakening of the body, descended upon mortals, robbing them of their vitality and youthful vigor. Envy, a corrosive emotion, festered in hearts, poisoning relationships and breeding discontent. Deceit, once a rarity, became commonplace, shattering trust and eroding the foundations of human connection. Hatred, a destructive force, fueled conflicts and wars, turning brothers against brothers and nations against nations. The world, once a place of relative innocence and harmony, was instantly transformed into a realm of hardship, pain, and conflict. The evils unleashed from Pandora's box permeated every aspect of human life, casting a long shadow over existence. Pandora, witnessing the devastation she had wrought, was overcome with horror and remorse. She frantically tried to close the lid of the jar, desperate to undo her fateful action, but it was too late. The evils had escaped, and the world would never be the same again. Yet, amidst the chaos and despair, a single element remained trapped within the jar. As Pandora slammed the lid shut, hopping to contain the damage, she realized that something still stirred within. Hesitantly, she peered into the jar, and there, in the lingering darkness, she saw a faint glimmer, a spark of light that refused to be extinguished. This was Elpis, the spirit of hope. The interpretation of hope's presence in Pandora's box has been debated for centuries. Some interpretations view hope as another evil, a cruel deception designed to prolong human suffering. In this view, hope is seen as a false promise, a tantalizing illusion that keeps mortals enduring endless pain, preventing them from succumbing to despair and thus ending their misery. By trapping hope within the jar, Zeus ensured that humanity would be forever tormented, clinging to a futile promise of a better future while enduring endless suffering. However, a more prevalent and perhaps more compassionate interpretation sees hope as the sole positive element remaining after the release of evils. In this view, hope is not a curse, but a gift, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Despite the unleashing of all the world's woes, hope remains as a constant companion, a source of comfort and strength in the face of adversity. It is hope that allows humanity to persevere through suffering, to find meaning in pain, and to strive for a better tomorrow, even when surrounded by darkness. In this latter interpretation, Pandora's box, while unleashing untold suffering, also inadvertently bestowed upon humanity the enduring gift of hope. It is hope that allows us to face the challenges of life with courage, to overcome obstacles with determination, and to believe in the possibility of redemption and renewal. It is hope that distinguishes humanity, that sets us apart from mere creatures of instinct, and that allows us to dream of a future beyond the present suffering. The myth of Pandora's box, therefore, is not simply a condemnation of curiosity or a lament for lost innocence. It is a complex and multifaceted allegory that explores the fundamental duality of human existence. It acknowledges the presence of evil and suffering in the world, but also highlights the enduring power of hope and the resilience of the human spirit. It is a story that reminds us that life is a tapestry woven with both joy and sorrow, with both light and darkness, and that it is in the face of adversity that humanity truly reveals its strength and its capacity for hope. And just as Pandora, in her fateful act, unleashed both suffering and hope, so too do we, in our own choices and actions, constantly navigate the delicate balance between risk and opportunity, between temptation and responsibility, forever seeking to find our way through the complexities of life, guided by the enduring flame of hope that flickers within the depths of our own Pandora's boxes. Pandora and the box, between life-altering decisions and irresistible temptations. The story of Pandora's box, a classic Greek myth, is often told as a cautionary tale about curiosity and the unforeseen consequences it can bring. Pandora, the first woman created, could not resist the urge to uncover the secret hidden within the forbidden box, and her actions unleashed evils into the world, from disease and suffering to envy and deceit. However, if we brush aside the dust of time and view this story from a different perspective, we will see that Pandora and the box are not simply symbols of curiosity and disaster. Instead, they can be seen as a profound metaphor for life's crossroads, where humans face life-altering decisions and irresistible temptations, choices that can shape destiny and reveal potential, both good and bad, deeply hidden within human nature. In real life, we too often stand before our own Pandora's boxes. These could be a promising career opportunity that also harbors hidden risks, a passionate love relationship that could also bring heartbreak, or a bold decision that could completely change the course of life. These boxes do not come from the gods on Mount Olympus, but originate from life itself, from unexpected turning points, tempting invitations, and challenges that force us to make choices. And like Pandora, we are often torn between curiosity, the desire to explore, and the fear of potential consequences. The box, symbol of opportunity and risk. Let's begin by deciphering the meaning of Pandora's box. In the myth, the box is given to Pandora by Zeus, accompanied by a strict warning not to open it. But if we look deeper, the box is not merely a container of misfortune. It is also a symbol of great opportunities, untapped potential, and doors leading to a completely new world. Like a mysterious treasure chest, Pandora's box promises wonders, unprecedented experiences, but also conceals immeasurable risks. In real life, we also frequently face similar boxes. It could be a new career opportunity in a distant city, promising an attractive salary and a higher position, but also meaning leaving family, friends, and facing difficulties in a new working environment. It could be a romantic relationship full of romance and passion, bringing exhilarating emotions, but also harboring the risk of breakup and heartbreak. It could be a daring business project, promising huge profits and fame, but also potentially leading to bankruptcy and debt. Each of these boxes carries duality within it. It is both an opportunity for us to develop, mature, and achieve success, and a risk that can lead to failure, suffering, and loss. Like Pandora standing before the forbidden box, we too often feel torn between the allure of opportunity and the fear of risk. Should we open the box and embrace the unknown, or should we keep the box closed and settle for the current life? This is a question that each person must answer for themselves, and there is no absolutely right or wrong answer. Pandora, not a villain, but human. When Pandora's box is mentioned, many people often focus on criticizing Pandora for her curiosity and thoughtless actions. They see Pandora as a villain, the one who brought disaster to the world. However, if we view Pandora from a more humanistic perspective, we will see that she is not an antagonist, but a symbol of humanity, with all its inherent qualities and limitations. Pandora is not an omnipotent god, but just a woman created from clay, carrying within her curiosity, a desire to explore, and also human weaknesses. The gods placing a forbidden box right in front of her, accompanied by a vague warning, is actually too great a test for human nature. Who among us can completely resist the urge to uncover a hidden secret, especially when that secret is shrouded in prohibition? In real life, we also frequently fall into situations similar to Pandora's. We are placed in awkward positions, forced to make important decisions under great pressure, and often tempted by forbidden things. We are not perfect saints, but ordinary humans with aspirations, passions, and also mistakes. To blame Pandora for her curiosity is like blaming ourselves for moments of weakness, moments of imprudence. Instead of just criticizing Pandora, we should empathize with her position and see her actions as an inevitable part of human nature. Curiosity, the desire to explore, and even mistakes are all elements that make up who we are. It is thanks to curiosity that humans have discovered new things. It is thanks to desire that humans have risen to achieve accomplishments. And it is thanks to mistakes that humans have learned and grown. Temptation, the irresistible allure of the forbidden. One of the most important elements in the story of Pandora's box is the power of temptation. The box is not just a mysterious object, but it also carries within it the allure of the forbidden. Zeus's warning, "Do not open," did not diminish Pandora's curiosity. On the contrary, it further increased the urge to explore the secret hidden inside. In real life, we are also often attracted to things that are not supposed to, not allowed. These could be secrets we yearn to uncover, exciting illicit relationships, dangerous pleasures that bring a thrill, or illicit benefits promising quick wealth. Temptation can come in many forms, and it often strikes at the deepest desires in human nature, such as curiosity, greed, lust, and the thirst for power. The power of temptation lies in the fact that it often promises sweet, attractive, and easily attainable things, while concealing potential risks and consequences. Like a poisoned apple coated in sugar, temptation initially seems extremely appealing, but when we succumb to it, we realize the price to pay can be exorbitant. Pandora was fascinated by the mystery of the box, and she could not foresee the disasters that her actions would cause. In life, we also often make similar mistakes, focusing too much on immediate benefits while ignoring long-term consequences. Life-altering decisions, the fragile border between heaven and hell. The act of opening Pandora's box can be seen as a life-altering decision in a figurative sense. It does not directly cause physical death, but it completely changed the world, bringing both suffering and hope, both darkness and light. The world before Pandora may have been a tranquil Garden of Eden, but after the box was opened, the world became diverse, complex, and full of turmoil. Pandora's decision ushered in a new era, with all the good and bad that it brought. In real life, we also frequently face decisions that have a major impact on destiny, choices that can completely change the course of life. Choosing a major when entering university can shape our career and financial future. The decision to marry and build a family will affect personal life, emotions, and social responsibilities. Choosing to migrate to a foreign country can bring new opportunities, but also means facing difficulties in culture, language, and loneliness. Deciding to start a business can lead to resounding success and financial freedom, but can also lead to bankruptcy and debt. These decisions all carry a life-altering quality because they can open new paths, wonderful opportunities, but also lead to unforeseen consequences, the abyss of failure and regret. Like Pandora standing before the box, we too often feel fear and anxiety when having to make important decisions. We know that each choice can change the trajectory of life, and we must bear full responsibility for the results it brings. Lessons from Pandora, living with consequences, and nurturing hope. The story of Pandora's box is not just a cautionary tale about curiosity and temptation, but also a profound lesson about resilience and hope. Although Pandora opened the box and caused unintended consequences, the story does not end in hopeless pessimism. Hope remains in the box, like a faint ray of light in the darkness, bringing comfort and motivation for humans to continue living and overcome difficulties. In real life, we also cannot avoid mistakes and bad decisions. None of us are perfect, and everyone has moments of weakness, imprudence, and making wrong choices. The important thing is not to completely avoid mistakes, but to learn to live with the consequences, accept responsibility, and not lose hope. Even when we have opened our own Pandora's box and have to face severe consequences, we can still find hope to overcome difficulties, learn from mistakes, and rebuild our lives. Hope, in the story of Pandora, is not a small consolation prize left over after the disasters, but an inner strength, an ember burning faintly in the human heart. It is the belief in the ability to overcome difficulties, the ability to recover from failure, and the ability to create positive change, even in the worst circumstances. Hope is a priceless source of motivation, helping us stand firm in the face of challenges, find meaning in life, and continue walking on the path ahead. Conclusion. The story of Pandora's box, when viewed from the perspective of between life-altering decisions and irresistible temptations, is not just a classic myth, but also a mirror reflecting the deepest aspects of human nature. It reminds us of the power of temptation, the importance of momentous decisions, and the indispensable role of hope in life. Like Pandora standing before the box, we too often have to face life's crossroads, where opportunity and risk intertwine, where temptation and responsibility clash. And in those moments, the most important thing is to maintain steadfastness, consider carefully, accept the consequences, and never give up hope. Because hope itself, like the small flame left in Pandora's box, will be the guiding light, helping us overcome darkness and find the light at the end of the road. The story of Pandora's box is not a curse, but a reminder of the power and responsibility of humanity in shaping its own destiny and the world around it.